Chapter 14. Make It Do. I popped out of bed the next morning before anyone else was awake and started putting together my BPDK, Birthday Party Disaster Kit. You can put anything in a BPDK, but mostly it should be things that are useful at a party. I wrote BPDK on a rolling suitcase, and I put it in the following. Names, and then I put in the following. Name sticker, better than shaking hands. Also, useful for identifying your body in the event of a fire. Permanent marker for writing your name on the above sticker. Also useful for making a few bucks at a party by doing face painting and tattoos. Party hat, noisemaker, balloons, fire extinguisher for the birthday candles, bandana for preventing smoke inhalation, rope for escaping out of a second floor window in case the flames and smoke have gotten out of hand. Also useful for tying up someone who is winning all the games. A shopping bag for goodies and party favors. Then I picked up my list. How to talk to a girl. I stopped. Show no fear, I added to the bottom, remembering Bucky's advice. Then I threw it into my BPDK just in case. Calvin, I whispered, could I borrow your Houdini straitjacket? Calvin turned over. Rrr, he growled. Rrr. It sure sounded like he said, go ahead, go ahead. Thanks, Cal, I said. Then I picked up his fantastic straitjacket off the floor and stuffed it into the deluxe Indian princess box, which I had emptied. It fit perfectly. Another problem with going to a party is that you should be appropriately dressed. This means that you should dress like everyone else at the party. This is especially scary if you're going to a girls' party. Lucky for me, I'd already been told what to wear. I didn't have the exact outfit I needed, but it was close enough. Use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. I rapped softly as I stood in front of the mirror. It's one of my dad's favorite sayings. It means don't waste anything. Use whatever you have. It's good advice. I turned this way, then I turned that way. The sun peeped over my shoulder. The deluxe Indian princess outfit didn't look too bad on me. In fact, the longer I looked in the mirror, the less it looked like the deluxe Indian princess and more like the deluxe Indian chief. Even the deluxe baby carrier looked like it was meant for carrying arrows, not a doll. The only thing missing was the huge feather headdress that makes you look like a giant bird. If I had one of those, my outfit would be perfect. Could I make one? What would my Gung Gung do? He makes everything from scratch, even our Halloween costumes. So I scratched around, and this is what I found. Buttons, ribbons, glue, and 100 popsicle sticks. It was perfect. By the time I smelled eggs and bacon coming from the kitchen and heard Annabelle singing at the top of her lungs, I was hardly recognizable. Looking back at me from the mirror was no Indian princess. It wasn't even Alvin. It was the best-looking deluxe Indian chief I'd ever seen. Wow, I said to the mirror breathlessly. I wanted to rush downstairs and eat breakfast in my amazing new outfit, then run and scream around the yard and dig holes, but I knew I couldn't. The problem with dressing for a party is that you're not supposed to do it until the very last minute on account of you can ruin it all before the party even starts. So I took everything off, folded it neatly, and put it on top of my pillow. Calvin turned over in his bed. He doesn't pop out like I do. I have an alarm clock noise phobia, so I'm always up before the alarm goes off. But Calvin always waits for the beep, beep, beep. Rise and shine, I yelled at Calvin. I've been up for hours. Calvin groaned. Thou art a very ragged wart, I screamed, jumping on his bed. Calvin lifted an eyelid, but he still did not move. Thine horrid image doth unfix my hair, he said. Then suddenly, throwing back the covers, Calvin screamed, Truly thou art doomed like an ill-roasted egg all on one side. Calvin lunged at me, but I'd been up for hours and was more awake than a ragged wart, so he missed. Then he chased me down to breakfast.